Scott Glabb.
Yeah.
In the fall of 1990, Scott took his teaching and coaching skills to Santa Ana High School at a time when the sport was struggling dismally to gain the respect of the Orange County wrestling community. However, while studying at Cal State University Long Beach during a second degree in English Lit and California teaching credential, he guided the Saints to their first league championship in 1993, a Santa Ana High historical feat. Today, the program has won 24 straight league titles. I already told you if we don't get to 25, it's fired. So keep it going. By 1996, Glabb's teams had won the CIF Division III Team Championships and went on to capture the 98, 99, 2001, 2003 CIF Team and Dual League titles. In 2007, 8, and 10, the Saints won 3 more CIF Dual League championships. In 2016, the Saints won the Southern Division CIF Championships, leading to a total of 13 CIF titles for the wrestling program, as well as 10 runner-up CIF championships. With girls wrestling is one of the fastest growing sports in California, CIF created a regional and state championship series for the girls. Since 2009, Santa Ana girls wrestling team has had unparalleled success of that of the boys team, with a 4th place finish in state in 2012, a 2nd place finish at state in 2013, and a 6th place finish in 2014. The girls program has 2 state champions, 11 state place winners, 5 CIF champions in a very short time, and 4 All-Americans. The highlight of Glabb's coaching tenure was when the team placed 4th in the California State Championships and won the Southern Section Masters Meet in '99. Today, he has compiled an overall record of 393 wins and 69 losses, which is a win percentage of 85%. He has coached 33 individual CIF champions, 57 state qualifiers, and 16 state place winners. Coach Glabb is currently a member of the Orange County Wrestling Coaches Association and a member of the CIF Wrestling Advisory Committee. He won the Orange County Register's Wrestling Coach of the Year in both '96 and '98, and the LA Times Coach of the Year in '96, and the National Wrestling Coaches Association California State Wrestling Coach of the Year in '99. He was also the recipient of the California Coaches Association State Wrestling Coach of the Year Award in 2007. He was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame California chapter in 2014, and was also inducted into the California Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2015. He has been involved with campus ministry, fellowship with Christian athletes, and was honored as the FCA John Wooden Southern California Coach of the Year in 2003. So he's won a lot of Coach of the Year. In May '04, Glabb was presented the Coaches and Spouse Influence Award by the Coach of Influence Christian Ministry, and was presented the community recognition by President Obama, the King of England, and in 2010, Glabb published a book called A Saint in the State. It is the story of the individual journeys of a young coach who had been battling depression and his wrestlers who overcame various challenges of their own to find redemption in wrestling and for their lives beyond the mat. Scott Glabb.
I must say this, an amazing man. What he is to the school, you cannot measure. And what you've done to the kids is powerful, beyond measure. Thank you, Mr. Glabb.
I'm just going to share a little bit with you real quick. 27 years ago, I was looking for or Santa Ana High School was looking for a wrestling coach. And my old high school didn't hire me. In fact, the whole state of Washington and part of Oregon didn't hire me. So Bill Ross was the athletic director at the time, and I fork-fed white boy from Washington State. My dream was to have a nice little house with a white picket fence out in the suburb of Seattle, coaching and teaching, and I'm here. No college course prepared me for what I was about to experience here at Santa Ana High School. For instance, some of the kids on my team, no habla de English, and I say no habla español. I'm a gringo, right? So they decided they were going to help me learn Spanish, and they taught me all the cuss words. So I only coached in Spanish at one tournament. Dealing with grades, the ineligibilities, I'd ask me again, how are your grades? And go, I only have 3 Fs, coach. Only 3 Fs? Wow, congratulations. I go, well, thank you, coach. I'm being sarcastic. You won't believe some of the GPAs I saw. 0.7, 0.5, 0.3, 0.0. As Coach Lar would say, I have a blood alcohol level higher than that. And these kids lack absolutely no experience. In fact, some of them thought it was lucha libre, the high-flying Mexican wrestling. Where's the turnbuckle? Doing body slams on each other. In fact, a few of them went on to be El Santos, Blue Demon, Rey Mysterio, which I want to suggest to put them in the Hall of Fame later. And the excuses? Horrible. I know wrestling's hard, practice is grueling, and some kids just don't want to go through it, but the excuses that they come up with to get out of practice. One young man came up to me and said, hey coach, I gotta go home and feed my dog. I go, man, that thing must be on its deathbed, hurry up. And another kid said, coach, I have to go home and vacuum. Really? Vacuum? That's the reason? Crazy. And some of the quotes, this is probably my favorite part, coaching, the quotes, some of the things they say, I can't make this stuff up. One kid said to me, hey coach, I have a headache. Do you have an Avid? I think you need Advil, but if transferring you into Advil class is going to take away your headache, let's do it. I asked the kid, what kind of books do you like to read? He says, non-fiction, because I don't like true stories. One kid told me that ISIS and the USA started World War II. I'm going to blame that one on the history teachers. And Hummel, weren't you in charge of that department? History? Yeah. We're lucky you retired. And then last year we were getting ready for the state meet and we're loading up the car. And one of the kids that qualified said, tomorrow guys, we are going to go from men to boys. That doesn't sound good. Why would you want to go backwards? It's boys to men. All kidding aside, it's been a pleasure coaching here. And I do have 3 wrestlers who did go from men to boys. They're being inducted today. Jose Leon, Tony Perez, and Gilbert Melendez. But yeah. And they are the epitome of commitment, perseverance, and true grit. They are the reason guys like me keep coaching. We pray for men, young men like this to come out for our teams. It gives us hope. And I wish I could get your DNA and clone all of them and just make my own little wrestling team, because then I wouldn't have the bad grades and the horrible excuses. These athletes brought me a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure, a lot of wins, some heartache, but it was all worthwhile. And when I first arrived at Santa Ana High School, I really believed I was going to be a mediocre coach with a mediocre team, and men like these 3 guys being inducted today have made my dreams as a coach come true. So I just want to thank everybody, congratulate all of you that are being inducted today, and I love Santa Ana High School.